This map leak has been making the rounds in the GTA community over the last few days. It was allegedly the upcoming map expansion, the new island, the new location Rockstar said that's gonna be coming in the next DLC, but it is fake. So I just wanted to get that out of the way right off the bat. However, it's probably one of the most well done fake map islands that could be an expansion in GTA Online, and I wanted to actually just take a look at it and talk about a map expansion or a new island a little bit more in depth because of actually how well done this one is. So that's what we're going to be talking about and discussing in today's video. So this was from 4chan, and the person who leaked it supposedly did try and fool people and say, hey, this is going to be, I think at the bottom right, it says Alpha Sketch Saint Cecilia Island. So like they're trying to play it off as this being a legit thing. But if you, I mean, you can probably tell on the edges of the island, it is very, very badly photoshopped. The interior of the island is pretty solid. But once you start getting towards like the ocean part and the shallow water parts, like it looks bad and you can clearly tell it is photoshopped. So that's how we know it's fake. I know some people have been asking me if this was real over the last couple of days because some people in the community have said it was real, but no, it's ultimately fake. But the interior of the island. So of course, over the last couple of weeks and months, we've all been speculating on what this new location that's going to be coming in the next DLC heist. What's it going to be? The most logical, if it is a map expansion, is that it's going to be a new island. I mean, I don't think Rockstar are going to add more island to Los Santos. So it would make sense if they just added another smaller island. And geographically speaking, Catalina Island in real life is off the coast of LA. So that's why we're all thinking it could be a Catalina style of an island. And that's what we're looking at in this. But when you think about a map expansion, and especially looking at this one and like how the towns and roads and stuff are set up, you start to sort of wonder, because if this particular map like if this, what we're seeing now, was the actual map, there's a lot of open area that literally nothing would be happening in. One of the main problems with Los Santos as a whole island is that pretty much everything, like all the most of the properties, most of the businesses, most of the garages, all of that takes place in the city. There's not a whole bunch of stuff up in the north of the map. And if they were to add something like this, where there's not really a big city, I mean, you can see on this map, we have two, I guess, smaller airports, maybe like Sandy Shores size. And then there is that town on the right, but none of that could really hold the big property stuff. Like you can't really put like a large warehouse on this island. You're not going to put a giant CEO office on this island. Like, sure, there could be a little apartment building or even a stilt house or even a mansion, but a lot of the businesses and a lot of the things that we do in GTA Online, it really wouldn't work. And that's sort of one thing that I just sort of realized when it comes to these map expansions. A lot of the things that we do, it would make the whole game completely different. And, you know, if that ends up being the case and they ended up adding an island like this, that's just majority of like open land and probably more nature, are a lot of people even gonna be using it? I mean, of course, there's gonna be that period of, you know, the first like couple of days where everyone's on the island. But after that, like, are people gonna want to drive their cars to their garage on this island? Is it gonna be way out of the way? I mean, you would imagine there'd be a bridge, because if not, then that would make things even worse, because you'd have to use cargo bobs to transport stuff, unless they added some way to actually do that. But going back to the businesses, are people gonna want to deliver from this island? People hate delivering from Paleto Bay as it is. I'm sure an island would be a similar distance, if not further away from things. So when it comes to a lot of those, I guess, decisions, you almost sort of wonder, is an island even worth it? Like, for Rockstar, is it even something good for GTA Online? It's not necessarily something I think. It's just an interesting question I thought we should be bringing up, because I would love to see an island. I'd love to see more islands, totally. Because, yeah, Los Santos is kind of boring. It's been the same for 7 years. There's not been a whole lot of new changes to it. So new places to explore and have fun with friends, yeah, that'd be great. But when it comes down to like the business stuff, the actual playing of the game, a couple of months in, will it be like a lot of things that just don't get touched after that like week or 2 week long honeymoon period? And I am curious, of course, this is a discussion video. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section, but it is something I've just been sort of thinking about, because the more and more I look at this map, there's a lot of roads, a lot of, it looks like dirt roads too, but there's not a whole lot of properties. And the few properties there are, I mean, yeah, it could be cool to have a property that's in nature, that's in the woods. Maybe they could even add like ranches or something, right? They never added those to Red Dead. Maybe they add them to GTA Online. But as far as, I mean, like arcades, is there going to be an arcade spot here? Is there going to be, can you get an MC club on this thing? A vehicle warehouse. The list goes on and on. If they were to add a more realistic Catalina Island, you really wouldn't have that, because that's kind of what this map is based off of. This is based off of Catalina Island, and the two city parts are pretty small. Now, of course, Rockstar can, if they were to make an island, they can add a whole new city. It could be or like the city part 2, city mark 2, Los Santos mark 2, maybe. I don't know exactly. I'm sure Rockstar have thought this stuff through if they were to add a new island, but all these concepts I've seen, I don't think take into consideration the part of the game that makes Rockstar money, the businesses, people grinding for money. I mean, I guess it would be different if they were to add a new island and there was a completely new heist that was like solely on that island. I guess that would give you reason to like go over there and do stuff on it. But then that's like a huge chunk of the game that really wouldn't be taking place on it. So I don't know. It's an interesting thought while we're sort of in this waiting period for any news regarding this next update. If Rockstar were to add a new island, after everything I've said in this video, do you still think it would be a good idea? Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.